we went out to my dad's girlfriend's McMansion out in the country over the weekend, and she just like laid around the pool. She's like, I think it's okay. I don't know. And it got progressively worse. So on Monday, she went to the hospital and they were like, oh, you need surgery. Like, you're not going to be able to move your arm if we don't do this. So they had to, yeah. So basically, one of her vertebrae was pressing down on a major nerve in her spinal column. So she had to have some pretty crazy surgery where they went in through her throat, literally split her throat, like cut her throat open, and went in that way instead of going through the back and going through all the muscle and tissue and everything. So it was pretty scary, and it was like a 3-hour surgery, but they were, the surgeon was like, expect her to bounce back like really quickly. But she's wearing a neck brace and can't lift more than 5 pounds. So that's basically the limitations right now. Obviously she's not working, but she's bounced back faster than I think anybody expected, even herself. Like she went on a 2-mile walk today. She's cooking. Yeah, she's cooking.
Damn.
Yeah, and but admittedly, she's now regretfully saying, like, I think I overdid it today. And I was like, well, I kind of had a feeling that that's what you were going to end up doing, but I couldn't talk you out of it, so I wasn't going to even try. You just have to learn on your own what your limitations are. So, but yeah, it's a lot better than it was, and I'm thankful that it's over with, but it was a shock. We thought she had like torn her rotator cuff or something, and there was gonna be like physical therapy, and they're like, no, major surgery.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Glad that she's doing well.
Yeah, thanks.
Did that impact her eating now and the recovery?
Not well. It did at first. Because her throat really hurt, and so she was eating like soft foods.
Yeah.
But she was able to eat like a BLT today. I mean, I kind of made it a little bit soft for her, but
sure, that's pretty good
with like
though.
toasted bread and everything. Yeah. So
legit.
Yeah, it's the best what we could ask for. The surgeon was amazing. Like when I talked to him after the fact, he was like, yeah, I did a really good job. And I think anybody else in any other profession said that, they'd just be an asshole, but that's exactly what you want to hear from a surgeon. It's like, I did a really good job. I'm really proud of my work here.
Yeah.
Like I nailed it. Like he just kept patting his own back, and I was like, okay, that's cool.
Exactly what you want to hear. Yeah.
And with the surgeon, you're fucking right. Like,
yeah, any sort of doctor, they always give you the worst case scenario. He's like, oh, I expect her to have a full recovery by the end of the month. And I was like, okay.
All right. Dude, fucking send that man like a Christmas card. I don't know. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, to get something like that out of a doctor is pretty incredible, but he was very highly rated.
Yeah, I'm glad that. I mean, it's one of those things you always hear you're like, was the surgery, like, how did the surgery go? You're like, well, couldn't it have gone doesn't it always go the same? It's like, no, apparently, like, the surgery could go amazingly, and that was one of those things,
Yeah. Like, he
is he Doctor Strange? He could be.
No, but he's a neurosurgeon. So I mean, if that tells you guys,
there you go.
That's that is like extra like cocky.
Yes, yeah, and he owned it, and I am thankful as shit. So, but yeah,
good deal, man.
A little bit of a hiccup for a week, and she's recovering nicely. So, and thankfully for my job, I don't have to be out all the time, and I can stop by and check in on her. So.
It's awesome.
But thanks, guys.
Cool.
Right. Just happy it turned out. That's wild.
Yeah. It's telling me. It's like, how the fuck does this happen? So.
Well, look at us.
Yeah, gents.
At the appropriate time.
Right? We're back. I mean, we did 2 weeks in a row, and then we're back on like 2 weeks later in the summer. Like, I'm shocked.
Hell yeah.
Gomer's not out on a mountain or eat somewhere.
Right. Not on a fucking island or the ocean or,
like,
not this weekend.
In Bruges,
this weekend.
You know,
The next 15, maybe, but not this weekend.
So jealous of your pictures at the beach.
Oh,
So jealous. I looked at your
motherfucker.
pictures that Krista posted, and I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
Yeah, man, that's
"That's
legit.
fucking beautiful."
Yeah,
The,
just-
The
Looks like
baby
you had a
Bjorn
great
as
time.
well. Like I saw you rocking
Yeah.
that, man.
We had the Bjorn for sure.
and the baby
Absolutely.
backpack too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Nice.
that. That's amazing.
Good
All right,
practice,
people,
right?
Roll lower than a 3.
Only-
Or equal to 3.
Yeah, only those
funny.
that have no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, baby Bjorn. Yeah, you had the baby backpack too. Yeah,
Oh,
it's the same
yeah.
fucking thing, Jacob.
Like you're carrying the child.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
It was funny seeing my sister. I was like, why don't you let me carry him for a little while? And she took that thing off and she just like started dancing around and looking at shells because she could bend over. Like it was,
God damn
Yeah.
right, man.
it
Yeah, I
was
bet,
really
yeah.
funny. Yeah.
All right. So we
Where's Burke?
need Prager and Burke to roll.
We do.
Vondel, excuse me.
Haven't heard Vondel yet.
Haven't
Are you
heard
muted,
Vondel yet. Where you at?
We want to make sure your
He
mic's
just
working.
rolled.
We've been
I just
having
rolled.
mic issues in
Hello,
the past.
hello, check.
He is rocking
check, check.
Ooh, I think I'm okay.
Check.
Hey,
There you are.
buddy.
It's
There
super
you are.
quiet,
Check.
but you're there.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet. Quiet,
Quiet.
quiet and crackly.
Is that better?
No.
No,
No.
no, it's just more sultry. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
okay.
That's about
I'll
it.
adjust my volumes
Give me those sultry tones.
Exactly.
anytime.
No, now it's more sultry robot.
Yeah, it sounds like you're across the room. You're very
I had,
hard.
to, I had to turn you up.
It was so deep. Yeah,
So for the recap, we fought 4
Very
gorillas.
white.
The our buddy Karj dealt with 2 of them himself. They fought us. They came to our hut. They didn't like the hut. They were not able to get through it. And Karj just casually stepped out, whisked one away with his brain powers, and did to another one too. And then the boys fought more in the powder room, whereas the other 2 that skated away. Prager took the brunt of the fighting, as he does, and but no worse to wear. We finished our long rest. And we told the captain about it, Captain Van Fleet. And
Cleef. Close.
Cleef.
Van Cleef. Sorry, Van Cleef.
Close.
Van Fleet is actually a basketball player. So yeah, that was pretty much the session. A couple of us talked with our people during the long rest,
Testing.
and yeah,
Testing.
that was the
Testing.
session. The gorillas
Alright.
were tough, but they were not tough enough.
They're
Did
tough,
we,
yeah.
Did we ever
Somebody
tell Van Cleef
didn't get
our
healed.
plan? to
Nope.
Change course.
Not yet. We haven't talked to
No.
any.
Is my voice better now?
We started
Yeah.
to
Okay.
we started to talk about that though. I thought 'Cause we were saying we wanted to come from the north, but we couldn't remember what city it was.
Why is your mic so weird, Burke? What changed with it?
Updates.
Who knows? It's working now.
I have a equalizer that I use for it. So
Equal.
Yeah.
hopefully it's
So,
better.
the only other thing that Ben forgot was they were the same creatures that were camping or creeping around the ship before, we think. So
Yeah,
Yep.
but that was established before.
No, it wasn't.
August.
No, it was in that session.
It was definitely established in that session because we couldn't figure out what it was.
No. Whatever it was, they were gorillas.
You're right.
4 armed gorillas.
4 armed gorillas that was established last session.
and they
Or-
hurt me,
or
and nobody
Brazilian.
helped me
Oh my god, he's still on this.
except for Karch. Thanks.
I
come
want to
Karch didn't
fight.
help
I want to fight.
I
Yeah,
want
but
to fight, but
we
I'm going to
even had-
bitch about fighting.
We even had downtime, and y'all could have healed me.
I'm a
We were literally
tank.
taking a long rest.
I'm a tank,
At
but I'm a
that point.
bitch.
I almost died. Okay, I almost died.
No, you didn't.
Not even close.
You didn't even come close. You have 56 damage out of 108. You're half health. You're
Yeah,
half
I'm
health.
not- I don't feel good.
If you keep it up, I'm gonna start calling you Fulgrim and keep changing your name by one letter.
Whatever, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm glad someone got that.
Let's go.
All right. So, what all are y'all doing?
We are definitely telling Van Cleef that we want to come from the north and swing us around there, since he's awake now, because he was asleep last time when we discussed this.
Okay. All right. So you're going to go talk with Van Cleef.
Yes.
Okay.
I assume it's
All right.
morning now, and we got the long rest and everything, right?
Yeah. Everybody's healed up.
Thank
got the long
God.
Rest. So we're good. Brogger has his. I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm gonna do it the legitimate way, and I'm going to give everybody a long rest. Just the way it's God intended it.
Ooh, is there a button? Yay!
The fantasy ground gods. And
Kaboom!
There's actually, you know what I'm really super sad about, as an aside, there's a guy who worked for Fantasy Grounds. Super awkward dude, but super nice guy. He passed away from COVID last November. I had no idea. I just found out like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that sucks.
He had like all the videos. If you ever watch a Fantasy Ground video, he's like this big dude with glasses and a goatee. Like super nice, soft-spoken guy. Yeah, gone. It's very sad.
Bummer.
Bummer.
COVID takes
Anyhow.
another one.
His work lives on.
I wasn't aware of the Fantasy Grounds community at all.
Yeah, it's not huge, but it's nice. That's how I put maps together and everything. So, anywho, so
Maps, networking.
exactly, yeah, exactly. I don't have to do that anymore. Thank you, Unity.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I'm on Wi-Fi. I don't have to be hard plugged in and then retrigger my router. Anyways,
Happy to
So,
have pushed us
You mean
back
it's not 1995 still?
We want to
That
come
is
north.
correct.
We want to. Am I talking to Van Cleef now, or?
So Van Cleef is he's currently awake. You have informed. I don't think you've informed him yet. You were talking like literally when we ended this last session. It was the end of the long rest.
We did go to
you
his
did- you
cabin
did
and
tell
wake
him
him.
about the
Remember that.
gorillas. But when we ended the last session, you were back in the dome at the end of a long rest. So
Okay.
So
like,
it's now daylight. Whatever you want to do. If you want to go talk with Van Cleef, he was taking a rest. All that good jazz.
yeah, then I'll go talk to Van Cleef to make sure he knows that we want to swing a little bit more north towards the Umber Hills by Jorn Village, and then swing down south. That is the best idea that we have come up with.
So you head up and talk with him. He said, "Hey, I appreciate you giving me the night off. I'm, it's been a bit since we flew, but still needed a good rest to be able to get through the day. So have an idea of how to get some extra speed up. I think we got some good winds behind us. So
And less
we'll
weight.
probably get there in the next day or so. I imagine we're probably going to be in range. So, you guys have already been in the air for about, half a day, 3/4 of a day, something like that, including the evening. But getting some motion on you. He says it'll be about another day or so, and then you'll be at the site.
Ardos wants to ask Van Cleef, so it's just like a quick. So does the broomstone provide thrust as well as lift, or just lift, and we use only the winds?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I just know it moves. I don't know how the magic behind it works, but we do have big sails and big fins on it to catch the wind, so that propels us forward. I don't know how the fuck it works. That's Brock's job. But my understanding is it's enough to lift the weight of this thing, and then the wind carries us forward.
Tracking.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How much farther we got then? We think. Like
A
another
day's
day,
travel?
Maybe.
Another day. What did I just say?
Brogger wasn't paying attention.
Chuck.
Obviously, he was licking his wounds.
I got to get a shower. That's true.
Well, we don't have a bath on the ship. Just FYI.
Oh God.
Gotta wait for a rainstorm and just stand out and hope you don't get shot by lightning.
Do we shit out the side of it too?
No, we're not heathens. There's a hole.
Is it magic
Oh, that's fair.
removes the poo, or
Again, that's Sprox. I don't know.
oh?
No, I think
I'm not gonna-
I'm pretty
not
sure
gonna
it's
about
just
that.
a hole.
I do think Ulearn has been crafting certain types of explosives with it.
Oh.
But
Oh.
yeah, he does tend to have fun and launch it off the sides from time to time, but not since we've been on the ground. So I'm sure he's probably excited.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me happy.
So who's that with you?
Who's he talking about?
I'm
Vondel
Otto.
just
He
Vondel
points
just
at
looks
the,
down and just kind of saunters away, like a shimmy.
He
Be like,
looks at the yellow tinted, kind of sallow looking individual with a bald head. He looks rough.
Yeah, he's.
Where did he come from?
Luckily, he helped us out a lot with those gorillas. But this is Roland.
Roland, how are you? Who? Not just how, but who are you? And Roland looks around, kind of like shifty-eyed to each one of you,
Yep.
Yeah. Go on.
and then says, "I'm here to help." And you all hear it in your brains. And
Hey.
Van Cleef's like eyes go super wide, but he sees his mouth move, and he's just like, "What the? I didn't drink that much last night." But he's immediately weirded out by the guy, and he leans down to Brogger, and he's like, "What's this guy's deal? What's this guy's deal? Where'd you find this guy?"
He just showed up last night. But yeah, he's here to help. Obviously, that's what he said.
Wait, he just showed up last night?
Well,
Well,
I mean, you didn't.
We've
see
met
when
him.
we
We've met him
boarded,
before,
so-
and he
Yeah,
knew
but-
where we were
right.
heading, and knew we would need help. So he,
That's-
since he's of the arcane, as you can tell, because he's a wood elf. Isn't that what he is? Is he a wood elf?
he's a Githyanki.
Githyanki, thank you.
He disguised himself as Githyanki.
He's a Githyanki, and he's of the arcane, and he knew where we were going, so he, because he knew us, he came and basically teleported to us.
Yeah.
Two things. I don't
What
know
he
what the
said.
fuck a Githyanki is.
Mm-hmm.
And you say he showed up last night?
Yes.
I think yeah.
When
but
we
he
were
was,
in the
you know,
sky.
Yes.
arriving. Right.
So he got on the ship from the sky.
Yeah. Teleported. Actually, that's what
Yes.
we think.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
He's just
I mean, he's
good, very talented. Very talented.
we were lucky we met him because he's helped us out of a couple pinches in the past.
Really good guy to have around. Really good guy to have around. we're lucky, basically.
I mean, he yeeted
I would-
two of the monkeys off of this with just like a whoop bye. So
And it's cool.
I understand that you think that's going to make me feel better, but it doesn't. But if he's with you, that's fine. Just make sure he doesn't talk to me again, please.
okay.
Yeah, no problem. He's the strong silent type, anyways.
Good. Okay. I'm gonna keep flying now. He just keeps really not taking an eye off of Karj.
And then I grab Karj by the shoulder and say, "All right, Roland, let's get on out of here. Let's go back to playing cards like we were earlier in the evening."
And all of you just hear "okay" in your head, and Van Cleef's just like, "What the fuck?"
Oh no.
And he walks
That went
away
well.
with Hero.
Went pretty well.
what are you up to next? You now have a day where it's going to be travel. What did you inform Van Cleef of when you were telling him about the what to expect?
We told him that we told him we really didn't know how we're getting on the flying castle, just that the cannons, we told him that the cannons were facing towards the south, according to where the pathing was leading from what we knew about other ships coming in. So we want to try coming from the north. That seemed like a good idea to avoid the cannons and try to sneak more that way. And that's really all I guess we told him.
Okay, so you told him about the cannon.
Yeah, we told him about the cannon because he was freaked out about the cannon. I remember that was
right. Yeah, you told him a couple episodes ago.
Episodes ago.
Yep. Okay, so you have about a day now to get prepared and plan your boarding of the island, the floating castle. What will you do?
I want to collect Meemug, assuming that he's done eating gorillas.
Meemug has indeed finished eating the Gorallans.
Good.
Ironically, or not ironically, oddly enough, hasn't grown at all. But those guys are picked clean.
That's interesting.
He did have a little help,
Meemug,
didn't he?
Creepy.
he is asleep right now. He is
Well,
very much out.
gently pick him up and then gently put him with the rest of my belongings in my backpack.
Yep. All right.
I guess from this point, I guess I would ask, what do you think the best plan is? I know we have a couple different plans for teleporting or dropping Braga off and letting him die. We have a couple different options
on the table.
I think if we can get to there relatively quickly, where Van Cleef can get us, right next to it, we jump off and he kind of flies away. It's probably our best option at this point if we can get that close.
Yeah. Does
Roland
Karj
has a
know
different
if there's
idea.
a tree there?
Karj has not been here, so
okay.
he doesn't know.
Okay.
But I do believe I remember you guys talking about that being one of your plans, is kind of getting close enough to try and spyglass your way to a tree.
Yeah. Because since Zal can open a pathway from tree to tree, but we need another tree, though, don't we?
Yeah, you need one tree to another.
I need to be able to see a tree and remember it, basically.
No,
See
yeah,
a tree and know
for
where it's
you-
at, and then be with one tree.
But yeah, we got to get
Open
close
up
enough for that.
No,
Yeah,
but Braga,
that'd be,
Braga doesn't need that. His just lets him be at a tree, right? And teleport
No.
to a
No,
tree.
it's the same thing Zal
It's
has.
the same thing Zal has.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's the
It's-
same thing Zal has. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to see a tree on the island that we're going to
Well,
make it work.
you also have to have a tree next to you, which is the problem.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, you go through one tree into
Oh my
another.
god. Fucking
That you can
trees.
see or remember.
That you remember, correct? That you've been to and seen, not been to, but that
Right.
you've seen, can see in
So
your
it's like
mind's eye.
it's like a tree network that I'm
Right.
creating.
Correct.
Okay.
It's the tree matrix.
That's kind of cool, actually. All right. Well, I don't got a tree near me, so we'll
The only option we would
Grab-
have is to
grab it.
see a
like,
tree
below
on
or
there and then have him drop us off below and then teleport to the tree, hoping you remember correctly.
Yeah. But I got to be next to a tree.
No, you have to see a tree and remember that tree. And then when we go to another tree, any tree, if you remember
Oh,
that
so
tree
that-
that you saw,
So I don't. Okay.
it doesn't
so
have
I
to be
can-
within your view. You just have to see remember the tree.
I got you. So I use a tree to make it happen, but I just have to see a tree. Okay.
Correct.
I thought I had to be next to a tree when I saw the tree or some bullshit like that. Okay.
No.
Well,
This
you-
is
in
very
order-
much in character for a fighter who does not cast magic spells
Yes,
to be
it
confused
is.
by the spell that he's trying to cast.
Well,
It is.
This is very in character, so this is good.
Gonna smash some shit. So
smash and complain about it. It's cool. It's
Wait
cool. It's cool.
a
It's cool.
second. I need a tree to
Alright.
see a tree to
It's
get
too
through
much.
the tree. Can I just break it?
Give me a fucking tree. Okay.
Want to break the tree?
I mean,
So
you
this
know,
conversation took 4 hours out of the day, by the way.
I believe it.
That's fair.
All right.
So I guess,
Pictures and everything.
and I ask, what's the best option
Right.
for us? Can we just do that, or if we get close enough that we think we can just have Van Cleef hover and let us jump off? You know,
We do that. Like, are we thinking doing that in the middle of the night? So it's like sneaky.
probably.
That sounds dangerous due to
Well,
the fact that we wouldn't be able to see how close we are.
this thing.
Let's,
So for me, I think. I guess we use it. We wait for an opportune time is the best way to put it, because I'm sure there's still ships flying by, and if another ship happens to be flying by, and we hear
Don't think they would shoot
cannon
us
fire,
automatically?
they'd be drawn to that side, not the other side. If that makes any sense.
Nope.
I do have a fog cloud that we could hide in.
How big can it be?
That's a
Oh,
good question.
how big is the ship, B-Dog?
It's the ship probably 150
It's a big
feet.
ass ship. I'm
all
pulled
the
up.
way-
Check it out.
Remember, it was like 50 feet from where we were to where the gorilla was. It's got to be like 200 feet
200 feet?
from
Yeah.
stern tip.
You know, if you cast that at like a higher level, could you?
Yeah, I'm not quite that powerful.
I
could-
gotcha.
I could.
Maybe our
So we're
powerful friend.
Back to Brockerbomb.
I could do it 60 feet.
Okay.
I could cover half of it.
Well, okay.
What about the
It's
front? The very front.
210 feet. 210 feet long.
Is it
Yeah, I'm
concentration?
good. I'm really good.
Indeed, it is.
Well, you're gonna break concentration when you jump,
Well,
wouldn't you? Theoretically.
Unless if I damage myself, yeah.
What if we use it as the distraction for the front? How far does it have to be to cast? And
120
concentrate.
feet.
Okay, that's gonna be too far.
Yeah,
Damn it.
it's a great idea though.
I mean, you could put it out in front of us, like if we, like
Yeah.
you know, like a wall instead
We
of the
directly
entire thing.
hide behind it. Like
I mean, if we're flying,
fog cloud
we're
in front of
flying,
us.
you know, we're flying towards the ship, then yeah, kind of. I mean,
Yeah. Just make sure they're flying directly towards it.
I mean, I think it's a good idea, but I think it's, you know,
How
obviously flawed.
how tall
obviously
is the ship?
flawed.
Maybe that's the question.
Just don't deviate 1 inch to the
tall is
right
the
or
ship?
left.
Fuck it. I don't know. It's like 60 feet tall.
Okay, all right. So
Well,
I,
we could
I
have
could
the-
cover the full front of the ship.
The cock
also-
swallow will be the only thing you could see.
We do this in the darkness, right? So if we do it at dark, then we
And
have
with the
fog.
cloud.
I mean, that's got to be pretty decent coverage, right?
I like it. I kind of like it. Mainly because I don't have any other ideas.
I'm glad we have
think
so
we
much
just wait for the
forethought
ship.
into this. You know, you're less
We
than a
just
day
got to
out.
get
And you're like, what the
close
fuck?
enough, right, to see a tree, but we'll need light to see a tree, sort of, maybe. So
Yeah, I feel like
um,
the tree one is like a quick run by.
it's more of
to
a
see the
backup
tree.
plan if we don't make it on, maybe. And I definitely focus on seeing a tree. So
And then we have to leave and then find a tree to go into to exit.
yeah, but
So-
that might be like a pretty not a terrible idea though. I mean, if we get attacked and we need to get away fast enough, we'll do better running away than fighting. Is my
For
thought.
sure. Yeah. My tree thing, just for the record, I'm not quite as powerful as some of the folks around. So I have to do it within 500 feet. So it would have to be
Okay.
your risky maneuver there, bro.
Do we want to ask Roland if he's, you know, I mean, I don't remember if we talked about it with him already, but he's going to be with us, so does he have any statistical plans or something?
He's never been there.
Yeah, I know, but he brings things to our team that we don't know about. Maybe
That's
so. If
true.
he can do something to help us
Get on the plant or get on that thing.
Yeah, if he wants us to succeed, he should try to help us. Is my thought.
I guess we just ask him.
Yeah, I mean, he looks around at you and says, we're on a flying ship for a reason, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I thought this was how we would get on.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right.
No.
Well, I'm just
not?
more worried about our comrades helping us than us. I mean, it's not a suicide mission for the flyers, so anything to protect the ship is what we're looking for, Roland.
Well, I'm just looking to get on the island.
Check.
Can you teleport us there or something?
No.
So you're dependent on us to get you on the island also? Then that's okay.
I mean, I could fly myself, but I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm coming up against.
I'm just talking about once we arrive at the island.
Right. I'm here to support you. If you don't want my help, I'll go. I don't.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not what I'm saying whatsoever. No.
Me? I don't care. Either way, to be honest.
I'm just trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out, obviously, a game plan, a plan of attack, as we don't really know what we're going to come across, and so.
Yeah,
kind of
Karsh is powerful, but you don't get the vibe that he can transport 5 other people, including himself, onto an island in the sky.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we have a pseudo plan then, I suppose. Nighttime, arrive from behind, use a fog mist to help a little bit, and then get close enough to either get on the island and or see a tree, and then make your decision according to how that goes.
Yes. Well, I think, if we can get close enough to where we can just jump off the ship, I think that's our best option. Because then we now have to find a place to land with the tree. Yeah, the whole thing. So
logistical thing for Brian with Ardos. So, I mean, Ben is Ardos, but Ben doesn't really know much about the weapon. But Ardos knows a lot about the weapon because of his really good roll. Is there any information there that Ardos can provide us to help us do a tactic to get on? That we should know about or think about?
I think he just knows about the weapon. He doesn't know anything else.
Yeah. He knows how to work the weapon. He knows how to operate it. That's all he knows. He knows how, once he gets in the controls, he knows how to operate it, but he doesn't really know anything else about the weapon itself.
Yeah, I don't know its location on the place or anything like that.
Yeah, he's got to see the thing in action to really be able to.
I gotcha. It's not like he knows how it works precisely. He just knows the basics.
Yep.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I don't have some sort of.
He's got math for dummies knowledge on it right now.
So, giving Brauberger the axe, tossing him off the side, still not a bad idea.
It is a terrible idea.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Unless we're going to just, miss purposely.
Yeah. Alright. Well, let's do it then. I guess we got what? So, kind of thinking about timing, since we want to do it at night, is we gonna have to wait till another day to make the approach on it? Like, maybe we see it first, do a little recon, then back off, from a distance?
From a distance.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how much recon is really going to help us. And plus, we're kind of on a time crunch if we forgot. So
yeah, but it's either we're going to do it tonight or we're going to do it tomorrow night, right? So if we're going to do the darkness tactic, or we're just going to do it no matter what time it is.
And definitely at night, and whenever the first night that we get there.
All right, let's just share with Van Cleef then, I guess.
Right. So you're going with the boarding plan.
Yep.
Boarding of the island. All right. So you go and tell Van Cleef, and he tells you, well, not the most excited about this, but whatever you can do to make sure that my baby doesn't get completely demolished from arcane cannons, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah,
Have we talked to Sprox yet? Is there anything she can do?
We'll
Make
we'll
bombs.
do that.
We can
We'll do
ask.
that.
Yeah, we'll talk to Sprox. I think, truthfully, that's why we want to go from the north, because the guns aren't movable. They're facing one direction. So I think we're going to avoid the guns. Now it's just a matter of getting us close enough to the island where we're not, getting attacked by other things.
Okay. Just go talk to Sprox. Make me feel a little bit more comfortable, because we're about half a day's travel out. So let's get this in order. Hopefully she's got a plan already. But thanks.
Ain't no problem.
All right.
So we go talk to Sprox.
To the Sprox.
To the Sprox. Sprox is indeed creating something. She is crafting up this little object that's sitting on the table that she says she's going to put on the front of the ship. That's going to create a somewhat of a barrier, a shield of some sort up in the front. It's not much. She's not really sure what it can provide, whether it's deflect a blow or absorb a blow. She's not sure. She just knows that it's going to provide something. She just doesn't know until it's in the heat of the moment what's going to happen to it.
10-4.
As I see kind of what she's working on, it kind of brings an idea to my mind. And I ask her, would it be possible to store some arcane energy or a spell into one of these devices so it would help the ship?
How so?
So you were hoping that this would maybe be a shield or stop some of the incoming damage. We know that there's some lightning that's likely going to be coming our way, and I have a spell that I've learned that protects an individual from a specific energy. Maybe we can do that to the ship if we have enough time.
It's like, I like the concept. Yeah. Let me see what I could do. And
Maybe I could like help focus my energy into it for a certain amount of time, and maybe that would help you out.
You have you probably have about another 7 or 8 hours before you head there. Before you actually hit the spot where you think you're probably going to be. So go ahead and roll an Arcana check. To see if this is a good idea, but you're the one who's going to be casting it into an arcane thing. So I want to.
Oh, so close.
So I am not going to say it fails, but you're successful. But the rest of the team leaves because of how long it's taking. And Zal is going to be hanging out with Sprox for pretty much the remainder of those 7 to 8 hours trying to do this. And what spell is that you're casting, Zal?
It's called Protection from Energy.
Okay, so knock out a level 3 slot on your card. I'd probably say I don't want to knock out 2, but because it was above 10. If it was below 10, I'd probably have you knock out 2. Mm-hmm. But we'll just do 1. So Zal is out for the remainder of the trip, more or less, as he is trying to get this prepared. So, what are the rest of y'all doing? Anything else?
Ardos doesn't have a lot going on. He'd like to maybe look at the look at the library to see if there's anything in the ship that we can read about from stuff?
Nothing new that you haven't seen before.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna like play some cards, hang out.
Yeah, Brogger might have a drink, but not a big drink.
Just a slight drink.
Let's see. So if we have quantity, would
Constitution
be like
check?
aquarium size. This is like a half aquarium that he's gonna drink.
I didn't know that was a unit of measurement, but okay.
Yeah,
What the fuck is half an aquarium?
standard aquarium size is 20 gallons minimum. So you gotta
So
scale
why don't you just
accordingly.
20 gallons?
So 10 gallons of alcohol. Where are you getting this?
Yes.
I mean, we could have a larger aquarium. I mean, 40 gallons is much better for the environment of the fish, but it's 20 is minimum. So yeah, 10 gallons,
10 gallons of booze.
which is half of what I would normally drink on a good night. So
I like how you say that sounds normal.
Reasonable. That's reasonable.
That's Jacob saying it's reasonable. The DM says that is not reasonable at all, and you were getting fucking sloshed before you go on a fucking
Fine,
night.
I'll
So
just refrain.
Constitution check, please.
All right, fine.
Yep. Let's see a Constitution check here, Brogger.
I mean, I'm pretty good on that. So
Actually,
Wait,
it's
save or a
it's
check.
con
Save or a
it's a
check.
save.
Cons.
All right.
Ooh, let's see what we got.
I mean, I get +7. So
Damn it.
Okay.
Oh,
You
hold his liquor.
are somewhat tipsy. You hold the 10 gallons of liquor or of alcohol, whether it's liquor or
It's
booze. I don't know where the
booze.
fuck you
It's
got
just
it from.
beer.
Wouldn't
It's
it be
beer.
grog?
I don't know where
On a
you got
boat?
10 gallons of beer from, but you got 10 gallons of beer.
Could be grog.
And you drink it and you feel, not great, but you are not completely sloshed.
Good.
10 fucking gallons and you
Excuse
roll
me.
22. Yeah, sure, that's fair. Okay. I think I'm more than fair on that, actually.
But I do
anywho.
spread it across a couple hours. I mean, it's not instant drink.
Okay, so if you drank one every 7 hours, something like that, it's still 10 gallons of alcohol over 7 hours.
All right,
Anyhow.
no more aquariums. I'm done.
No more. Yeah, it's a terrible unit of measurement for you when it comes to alcohol. But
I'm pretty happy. Actually.
very visual, I guess. So that might not be that bad. All right, so everybody's drinking, playing cards, having all that fun. And we are approaching. You suddenly hear Van Cleef shout that you have. He sees it in his spyglass. He sees a floating mass in the distance, and tells everybody. Ironically, he's screaming this to shut up and not talk, because he doesn't know what's coming up next.
Okay. I guess I would make my way to the deck, hopefully with everybody, to be
Well, I'm
prepared.
there.
Okay.
Ardos was already up there, hanging out with Van Cleef, so...
You hear Sprox coming from the back, and she is running with this object in her hands. And Zal is hot on her heels, and she pops it on the very front of the ship and tinkers with it, and a jolt of lightning comes out of her finger as she touches one final nodule, and this thing, you see this big blue shield go up, and you see kind of crackles of lightning throughout, and Sprox looks back at Zal and kind of gives him a nod and a wink, and you kind of get the vibe that this lightning shield's hopefully going to be going to do some good.
Wouldn't it also make the ship extra visible? Well, it's in daytime anyway, isn't it? So it doesn't make a difference.
No, I mean you're
It's
coming
only
in
engines only,
around a
so-
nighttime thing, because it's about a day's travel.
Yeah.
You're coming in around nighttime.
Yeah, so wouldn't the thing...
Just
Yeah, wouldn't it make it
arcane
easier?
magic.
It's just arcane magic. But
it's like
either way,
blue arcane magic.
it is now
Kiro's headset died.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's resetting.
Either way, you were all on path, collision course for the island. Everything seems to be pretty quiet.
Do we think it's like how far is it? I guess. I think we'll be there within the hour, or
Yeah, definitely within the hour. It's going to be up, but probably within the next half hour, something like that.
okay. Well, you start seeing.
Hey, there you are. I hear you, Carol.
Hey,
Yeah. Hey, yeah. I missed like a minute and some change. The last thing I heard was that Sprox was coming out, so then Zal was right behind.
Yep,
Yeah.
she got the shield up in front, so you have this big blue shield up in front of the ship.
Okay, cool. All right, thanks.
Yeah.
No problem. And you're probably about 30 minutes out from like actual collision course with the island.
okay. You start seeing Zal sending out fog clouds around the front of the ship to just add some cover, essentially, as we get closer and closer.
Okay.
And this
I
is
like it.
going to be another. It'll be a 60-foot cloud. I'm gonna do another level 3.
Okay. I want you all to make a group stealth check
Oh yeah, stealth. That's my middle name.
as you are approaching.
Certainly not my.
No. Okay. Oh, I mean, I got 2 5s, so it is what it is.
Did you get 2 4s? 2 4s.
I did.
Nice. That's impressive.
Thank you. Oh God.
Yeah. Really not great.
That's rough. So,
Let me.
you
I can
guys-
do better. I can do better. Let me.
You can't do better. You're done.
yep, that's where you're at. You're at a 2.
No, I can do better.
I understand you. Oh, you could do your luck ring if you really want to.
Yeah,
right now.
you might want to.
And I wouldn't.
It's up
but-
to you. Completely up to you.
I was favored by the gods. What's the other one?
I mean, if the DM wants to kill us all now, that'd be cool. But I don't think a luck ring is going to make a difference.
I'm
in this.
using Dark One's own luck feature. Starting with 6th level, I can call on my patron to alter the fate in my favor. In my ability check to add 1d10 to the roll. You can do so after seeing the initial roll, but before any of the rolls affects.
Yep.
You could have just used a luck ring,
This is just as good. It's fine.
but you
Okay.
Luck ring for later.
Use it.
yeah,
Perfect.
definitely a D20 versus a D10 is definitely the same. Definitely
All right, well, no
the
worries.
same.
It's done. We got 2 extra points. It saved our ass. We all would have died.
I mean,
I just don't understand the math.
listen, Vondel, you roll a 4.
You did too. Shut the fuck up. You rolled a 2.
All right. Anyways, how do
All
we do, DM?
All right. So it's not so much that because you already made the path to the north, which is adjusting somewhat from a head-on, full-on attack side of things, or at least you believe so. The stealth check is just to see how any forces on the ground may be prepared for your arrival, more or less. Now, you do see some blue beams begin to crackle around the island itself, and not necessarily firing or shooting anything at all, but you do see a series of blue lightning kind of streaking around in this spherical fashion around the island. And so it's you're not quite sure of its origin or what's happening or what it's doing, but you do see that happening as you approach.
How far away are we? Like, what can we see of the island? I guess, like any
You're-
details.
You're coming up. The island itself is pretty close. I mean, naked eye, it's dark. You have a fog cloud in front of you. You can't really see much at all of the island. You just kind of see this faint outline of it in the
Mhm.
distance.
But dark vision.
But dark vision doesn't see through fog
True.
and
that.
distance.
Oh my god.
Good effort, though. Good
Ah,
effort.
all right. Well, I guess we got to get closer.
What are you trying to look for? Talk to me about that.
Well, I mean, if we can see like, so that it's kind of, you say it's kind of like obscured by like its own cloud or something like that, I guess.
So no, you just see this blue lightning crackling around it in a spherical pattern around it.
Oh, that's freaky. And how big is it, would you say? Because we haven't seen it before, I don't think.
I mean, the island itself. I mean, it's a pretty good size plot of land. There's a it's not really a castle. You got a far distance look before the fog went up. It looks just like kind of like a tower with a couple different offshoots of it. Not like a massive like castle
Gotcha.
mansion or anything like that, but it's not like some sprawling thing. And the ground is not a large ground, but it's not what you would have expected. You would expect it a little bit bigger, but that's just from hearing about a castle in the sky. When you see it, you're like, okay, it's still a castle in the sky.
Alrighty. Well, kind of looking for trees, but I don't know if we're close enough. That's what or if we're coming up on it, how fast is it moving? Can we tell if it's moving or is it stationary?
Make a perception check. You don't know much about it outside of the initial shot that you saw. And probably disadvantage with how far and the fog.
I mean, I'm already at +0, so it's.
So disadvantage is fair.
Why did it do this? Okay, don't do that. There we go. One more.
One more.
Go, please. There we go. Yep, there it is.
6. He didn't get much. Not much.
All right.
All right. So you approach, you get closer and closer, and Van Cleef's looking around at you guys like, what's the plan? Are you going to be jumping? Like, do I need to start pulling this thing up? Like, what's the plan?
I mean,
What do you think, Vondel?
At this point, I think we're just fucking jumping. We can't see a tree. We can't see shit.
He immediately starts to he pulls a lever, and you start feeling it begin to climb in the air. And he looks at you all. And he's like, these lightning bolts concern the hell out of me. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna be jumping pretty high. How are you guys landing?
We've got cord and treble hooks that we'll latch onto and just use that to climb down as a jump to brace our falls, I guess.
How high are we talking?
He's looking. He sees the lightning climbing. He's like, "Well, I'm hoping whatever the hell you guys work together with Sprox on, it'll take a couple of those hits, but we're gonna be getting out of there pretty quick, and I'm gonna be pretty high. I'm not gonna be getting much
Real,
closer
not
than
metric.
60 feet. You're gonna be falling that far.
Yeah, I mean, we have 50 feet. We have 50 foot of rope, so at least we'll only drop 10 feet.
Pause?
Special
We'll have to
forces
pause
style.
for us.
We're just like zipping in.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So you better start
Or we
fucking
could
hanging
just-
on now. Then
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Or we
We're going to
could-
climb
I'm not gonna
off.
be able to hang out that long. You guys are gonna have to drop all 50 feet, and then I'm out of there pretty quick.
Can we tie two pieces of rope together and then just go down each on the rope?
No,
Isn't there
he's
lines
not
on the
staying that
ship?
long.
It's a ship.
Yeah.
Aren't there?
So he is telling
Alright.
you
think
that
we're jumping.
he doesn't know what is in front of him. So the exit needs to be as quick as possible. What he is saying is tie your 50 foot of rope. He's going to go up as high as he's comfortable, knowing that you guys are probably going to fall a certain amount. And so he's like, I'll try and do it 60 feet, but you guys are going to be falling a little bit, and I'm not going to be hanging around that long. So, like, not enough time to hang around for 100 feet, like each individual person crawls 100 feet, nothing like that.
Perfect.
So Braga will just jump. You guys can take the rope. If anybody else wants to jump with me, I'm just going to take my chances. Because the rope will be for the slower, more, people who are going to get hurt. So
I'm definitely taking rope.
I'm
Yeah.
taking the rope, but Ardos can fall a little bit because he's gonna use his Eldritch Blast when he gets to the ground, and hopefully that'll propel him up a little bit to brace the fall.
Love it.
Because he gets 2. Boom, boom.
I mean,
It's going to take a pretty strong hit to do that.
Just
You
let him
did
do
it
it.
once, and I did it for flavor. So we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna fall with the rope, then I can take 25 feet, but I didn't have Repelling Blast then either. Because it can push anything 10 feet back. Can't it push me 10 feet up?
Upon impact, not your hand.
I
It's
know.
like whatever you're
Well,
hitting is going to push 10
Please.
feet back, but not necessarily yourself.
yeah, it's not like a force field or something.
I definitely did it for flavor after I'd had a couple bourbons, like falling off of a ship and trying
I'm
to
not jumping off the
blast
thing,
yourself. You're going to like launch your arms backwards as your body continues to fall.
He
to the sky.
said no. Stop arguing.
Yeah, just don't worry about it. You
Like,
can do
it's-
it, but it won't do.
You
it
can
might do
certainly
much.
try. You can certainly try. I'm not saying no. You can certainly try. But when it comes down to it, I'm gonna need to have a couple good rolls.
He
I'm
should
just
have,
telling you.
he should have to roll a d10 instead of a d20.
To be able to roll out of this. Not having to roll out of this.
All right. So you're approaching. You were climbing, and you were getting closer and closer to this castle. And as you're getting closer, you are seeing that this thing is not stationary. This thing is beginning to rotate. And you have this feeling like something is causing this thing to rotate. And you begin to see a blue pulse in a portion of the rock beneath this tower. And it glows brighter and brighter and brighter, and it launches out in your direction, and it misses the ship. And you're like, this thing is now pointed in your direction. You're right on top of it. You've definitely saved yourself from the direction that you've addressed and begun to go. You've saved yourself from multiple of those blasts, but the first one does miss.
Okay.
And you're not quite close enough to jump yet. Van Cleef is steering as hard as he can to the right, but still keeping you on track for the drop off. And he yells back at you. He's like, "You folks better be down those lines as quick as you can, because I'm not going to have much time."
Yeah,
As
let's go.
All right.
soon as he finishes his statement, when he says the word time, the ship violently shakes because it is entering into this lightning shield of some sort that is kind of keeping everything else at bay off of this island. And the shield that you helped Sprox put together is kind of on a similar wavelength that is combating it, but there is a violent reaction to when the two things meet, and the ship shakes, and Van Cleef holds on for dear life, and he's able to push himself through it and push the ship through it. But you guys have very, very little time, so I'm going to need a group dex check to be able to get over the side and rappel yourselves down.
Got it.
Maybe athletics?
So it's an ability. Yep.
I mean, you could do athletics, sure. I mean, it's all dex.
Well, I mean, my athletics is like way higher. So
We'll do dex
would-
check. I said
did
dex check.
dex.
We're sticking
It's
dex
fine.
check.
Yep.
You all say we got to do Vondel.
Coming in.
Whew.
Coming in hot. Y'all did
Ooh.
quite well. So you all got over the ship, and you have all lowered down to the 50-foot mark. And so he is skirting you're now inside of this dome, and he is skirting the top of this dome, knowing that he's going to have to go back out. And he says, you boys better jump pretty damn quick. And he's shouting this at the top of his lungs. So whatever you do, I'm going to go down the list of the dex checks in order on how you guys land on the ground. You guys are about 20...
One of these dex checks is not like the others.
It's true, but I was just looking for a single point at that point in
Not
time.
dead
So
yet.
you're all about 25 feet above the ground. So I'm going to go down with Zal first. Is on the first one on my list. Zal, how are you making this drop to 25 feet?
Yeah, 25 feet being a little guy. I suck in a big breath, let go of the rope, and then I turn into hawk and fly down to the top of the dome.
All right, so you just become a hawk and fly on down.
Dick.
Okay.
Well, that's
Okay.
easy.
All right. So Zal, you are good. You land and you are perched on the ground. All right. Next up, Brogger. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, how high am I fallen and able
You're
to think?
about he's still leveling up. You're about 30 feet above at this point in time.
Well, gonna do a classic Brogger duck and roll. Just drop the shoulder, spin the body when I hit the ground. That's about all
Okay.
I'll do. So
All right. Brogger takes 15
hey,
points of
no,
damage.
I lack the hawk capability, so
15 points of damage. Brogger
felt good.
takes.
Felt good.
All right. Next up is Ardos.
All right, Ardos is going to, as he hangs there, he sees his spot, and he's gonna cast Mage Hand down at the bottom, and kind of, as he jumps off, aim for it. Mage Hand he kind of just lands on it. It can't hold all of his weight, so it'll go away. It can hold 10 pounds of his weight, and he casts that 30 feet below him. Right at the point of the ground. Right as he falls, and that'll help brace the ground. Then he wants to cast. Then he immediately hits it with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay, I'm gonna need a series of Arcana checks because Mage Hand doesn't work at all. Like you put a Mage Hand out there, it holds 10 pounds. You are significantly heavier than 10 pounds. You just fall right through it like a piece of paper. It doesn't do anything for you. So. Good thought, but do an Arcana check as you are trying to use your Eldritch Blast in a way that's not meant to do.
Will do.
Okay, so rather than 3d6, you're going to take 2d6 damage, and you get 4 points of damage. Low rolls for Ardos, high rolls for Brogger,
I'll do it.
and with an Arcana check over 20, I
Very
took
fair.
off a d6. So, all right. Next up is Kirill.
Ardos dusts himself off.
Yeah. So Kirill, he pretty much nails it. Whatever you got to throw at him, he
Well,
hits the ground.
The dex check was to get down the rope in time, so you got down to the 50-foot mark and had as little of a jump as possible. So that's what the dex check was for.
Well,
So
I
now it's what are you doing to complete the jump off and clear the ground? Clear to the ground, I should say.
Like I did. Just do what I
Alright.
did. Worked perfectly.
I'm going to do. I'm gonna try and do like some acrobatics to try and time my landing on the ground, so that I can kind of absorb the impact, do like a duck and roll or something, you know. So yeah,
So what Brogger
So you're going to do what Brogger did
Yep.
and just take 3d6.
Mhm. Even though my
Well,
acrobatics
no.
is super high, obviously. But I
yeah, but emphasis on the acrobatics here.
Let's not forget we used the word acrobatics.
Yes.
it's like
Aligned
board
Emphasis.
or
sis.
something.
We have.
So
So
just want to point that out.
yeah. No, I appreciate the point.
Yeah, I tried too, buddy. It
Yeah.
I
10
took
points of
these
damage to
3d6.
Kirill as he eloquently falls down and lands. Now it is Vondel.
Seeing all my friends in the
Yo, where's
same
your hawk,
process. I don't have a hawk, but as a pack mule, I've got an extra thing of rope. So I whip that bitch out, tie a knot, and just slide my ass down.
What?
You know what? No, because you are the pack mule and you have been for this entire campaign. You just effortlessly do it, and so
What?
you're good. You're
Next,
good.
make him do a.
At least make it roll at
All the
10.
bullshit he does tracking gold and tracking
performance
shit and
check
that. He has earned
hand on
he has
tying a knot.
earned quick fingers and tying a knot to
Okay.
allow
That's
him
right.
down to the ground.
Well,
without
it's last on the
Thank
ground.
you.
Brogger
There's a
steps up and
benefit.
slaps him in the nuts. Just
There's a
taps the
benefit
balls.
to this, to doing what you people make him do all the time.
You just see a hawk
Oh.
land on
Fine,
Vondel's
fine,
shoulder.
fine.
I look at my little hawk
No.
friend and I just pat him on the head like, sup, dude.
I thought about vortex warp.
Kind of a fist to wing bump type.
That's right. Fist to wing bump.
Like, oh, he doesn't need to vortex warp. He'll be fine.
Oh, I could have cast some spells easily, but I didn't want to use the spell slots. So
That was also
Fair.
mine.
Brogger's plan from the beginning was to jump the fuck off. That was what he did.
And you did.
And you did.
Very Brogger.
It is indeed quite Brogger. So you are on the ground. You are in a rather flat area, a grassland type area that leads you up to the outskirts of this castle, but no entrance ways that you can see, and you begin to walk around it, trying to find where you can walk in, and you come across an entranceway. So I'm going to share a map for you.
Leslie Note falling into the pit is still hilarious. I fucking love that shit. That's
Alright.
Ooh, I like maps.
dungeon.
It's an
Dungeon
unidentified map.
We're not on the thing yet.
You're not on the thing yet. I'm taking you there now.
It is not identified. So let's say we get to the top of this tower and we throw Ardos off. Anyone with me?
Oh shit. That
Oh man, I
How
see a
did
tree.
cars get down?
I see a
That's
fucking
it.
tree.
Arch
Arch can
levitates,
do the
motherfucker.
things, yeah.
Art is like a god, okay?
Yeah. He is super cool, so
He probably just like
He just couldn't bring us.
he could teleport everybody, but he said fuck you, and you know, here we are.
he just didn't feel like it.
he did not.
We get it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That tracks.
But was he allowed to like acrobatically teleport?
No, he just
Probably.
floated. He just floated down.
God damn it, I need to learn
Just
that.
just making sure.
Yep, yeah, he just floated. Don't worry.
Cool. All
Yeah,
right.
you're good. You're good.
I'm good. I'm
What
good.
about making the rest of us float? Hey, Karj.
Yeah, he didn't do that.
Fucking asshole.
Hey, Karj.
He didn't do that.
Can you heal me for some slight? Can you make me feel better? I've kind of hurt a little bit.
He looks at you and he says, "No."
What about me? I mean,
No,
I'm
you're not.
been-
You know you won't, or no, you're not able to.
He
Right.
just says no again.
Damn it.
Okay.
I walk over to Kirill knowing what we may have ahead of us, and I lay hands on for 10 heals to get him back to normal.
Yay.
Cool.
There you go.
Cool. I took
kind of
3 d5s.
While we're looking around in
3d6.
Well, I know, but I got hit by 15. That's a lot.
You basically
6.
got 5, 5, and
It's
5 on
called math.
6s.
I'm just like, God damn it, really?
Yeah, and
I'm
your
impressed.
brother got 2 and he got hit by 4.
What,
So
what a
yeah.
fucking ass. Okay, never mind.
So as everyone's kind of congregating and like figuring out the place in my hawk form, I'm gonna try to look out for any guards or people patrolling, or like other upper level entrances to the castle.
Hell
Make
yeah.
a perception check.
That was a badass looking map, by the way. I'm not gonna lie. This is fucking cool.
So you fly around, and it really isn't that like looking for a castle in the sky. Like you expected a frickin' castle, and since you're on the ground and you're no longer like looking at this thing floating in the sky, the sense of awe has waned very quickly because it really just looks kind of like a tower. And there's not much of a castle to it, but the fact that it's in the sky is still pretty impressive regardless. There's not much in the way of entrances like windows and things like that. You do see a massive door towards the up towards the front, pretty darn large. So, but that's about it. It looks larger than any humanoid would be that would be going through. But you also heard that this used to be a cloud giant's keep of some sort.
Yeah.
So that tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And do I see any like patrol folks?
You don't.
Do I see any trees?
You could also make a perception check if you would like.
I suppose I shall.
Zal definitely saw a tree with a 19. He definitely saw another tree with a 21.
Yeah, I do have advantage. I just noticed on my hawk, so I wanted to see.
You know, how
Gotcha.
dumb is Braga? Let's find out.
You see some bushes, but you don't really know if that's going to work or not. Like there's some
Excellent.
grass. There's some grass. You're not sure if that'll work either, but you'll remember there's a specific brown blade of grass that's kind of half brown, half green. You're like, I'm going to remember that one. I think that's going to work.
I could be in a place where those are their trees. I don't know.
Right,
Magic is fucking stupid. I've already explained this.
So,
Yep.
with that actually, Zal did matter. Pushing you over the 20 did matter. You did notice, and you fly down. I have no way of communicating this, but you happen to see a shimmer crossing the pathway leading up to that gigantic door. It's a very large shimmer.
Shimmer?
It moved kind of floatily along. Couldn't quite make it out, but there is absolutely something big between you and the large door.
Okay.
Being a
So I
bird,
know-
you can't communicate this.
Sure
But
can't. Nope.
You did absolutely notice this thing.
You don't speak bird.
Can we spell floatily?
Float, ILY.
Mm-hmm. Well, no danger, I guess.
So
None.
the hawk does come back. He's the hawk form of Zal. Comes back to the group. He gets down on the dirt. His wings are out, and he's like walking across the path. And he looks at everybody. And
Uh,
he guys sticks his wings out and he like
Such a
walks across
cutie.
the pass again. And that's that's
okay, this is
I
gonna
would
be
like-
fun.
all can do.
Can I
would
make
like-
it?
4 other people, not Zal, make an animal handling check.
Yes, I was hoping it.
Let me see how I can do.
Is it animal
Well, that
handling or
would be
nature?
everybody.
I get
It
+0.
is
So
animal handling. And I would actually like Zal to do a performance check.
Ooh,
I'll
ooh.
get.
So it's going to be a combo here.
All right. So that's. Wait, is that everybody? That's everybody. All right.
None of you have any fucking clue what's going on. Actually,
Perfect.
who has Brogger has not yet. rolled.
I have not. Can I? I will. Well, you
can't
said
roll.
4 others, so I was being the person. Well, you know.
Nope.
Come
You got no fun with a 5
funny.
performance check. You just see a bird that should be flying, walking on the ground. That's all you see.
So Brogger's hungry. Could he eat a bird?
I lean down to Zal and I just shake my head and just lift my shoulders up like, I don't know, you want to come up here?
Yeah, buddy. You can use your big words.
No, he
And
can't.
then Zal comes back in to his normal gnomish form. And he's like, dudes, there's a big shimmery thing. I don't know why you didn't understand that. Protecting the door.
Yeah, I almost got
Be
it.
careful as we go up there, okay?
I got it. You know, it was close.
So
Which-
what?
Direction is it?
You know, I guess we just say we'll just walk up cautiously along the path.
And maybe we send some sneaky people up first.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
find a
let's
tree.
go.
I'm gonna find a tree.
I'm not stealthy. I mean, I'm more stealthy than
I
but-
would like to equip, just to make sure that we're on the same page, DM, my special key. I'm holding on to it in my hand, and that would be. God damn it! Where did you go, key? Infiltrator's key.
Interesting.
That's all. It just has to be equipped and attuned to. Attuned to takes 10 minutes, but I would assume you have already attuned to it by now. So, Roland comes through and he pats you on the shoulder and immediately goes invisible.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Damn!
Okay. I told you fuckers not to trust that bitch.
Sweet.
And he leaves. And you're like, what the fuck is happening? And he comes back. Actually does not come back. You hear a little while later, he says, there seems to be a giant ghost up here. All in your minds. All in your minds. He comes back.
Giant ghost.
Isn't that like a ghost
Okay.
of a giant?
Can you give us more information? How far away?
You know, what kind of creature is it?
How far away is it? First of all,
was checking.
let's figure out how close.
So it is. I mean, it's a large path that you're walking. This is a lot of overgrown greens around the. This is a. I mean, you know this is a cloud giant fortress, so you're assuming it is a cloud giant ghost.
Mhm.
It is probably about a good 100 feet from you. Probably another good, actually, probably about 150 feet from you. Probably another 50 feet from the doorway.
Well, you know, we
You wanna
fought
try
one
to-
before, right?
Sneak
No, you've
by
never
it?
fought this before.
Well, we fought a ghost before, right?
You have indeed fought a ghost before.
Yeah, that didn't go so well.
We never seen
Mm-mm.
this before.
I mean, I didn't, but we did damage it.
I just look at Karj and be like, what can we do to fight it?
Yeah, what would you suggest, Karj?
Karj looks at you and says, I would imagine that standard weapons won't do much.
We fought those ghosts before.
I've never fought a
the
ghost
war.
before.
Didn't go
But
well.
I imagine swinging a normal sword probably isn't going to do much.
Yeah, magical things seemed to help the last time we fought them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
And I got possessed last time, so that sucked.
Yeah.
I mean, it
There's-
was hilarious.
Piercing didn't work either, I guess.
No, nothing that
That's right.
impacts it.
I remember now.
Standard attacks, you remember, like, from normal type weapons, don't do anything. So, like, your crossbow bolts don't do anything. Arrows
my
don't do
scimitar
anything.
won't do
Javelins don't
anything.
do anything. Scimitar is magical, so it will. The
does
poison
mine?
scimitar does have magic capabilities.
Okay.
Right. And my battle axe is magical, so it can do damage.
It's plus
Everything
one.
I do is magical.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a big
Yeah,
enemy,
my-
it's better to avoid it if we can. To be honest, I mean, I'd like to fight it, but
No, you wouldn't. We need our.
yes, I would.
I do have, the standard pass without a trace if we need to sneaky.
Oh yeah,
sneaky.
yeah. If we're sneaking, we
yeah.
got to do that for sure.
Is that what we're doing?
So are you all going?
I mean, we all have to go that way anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so one thing, Zal, did you see anything south of us? I mean,
I only looked between here and the door.
we could. I mean, it is a circle, right? I mean, in theory, we're on a. If it's a spire, so we might have another route to the south of us too, if we consider that.
That's a good call.
I mean,
You did
could
land
go
to
to the gate.
You did land to a let's see, you came from the north, so you would have landed on the eastern side, and you did not see any other entrances. This is the first entrance that you saw.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying, if we at least let's rule out what's behind us before we go to the main gate and knock on their door. Is my
I think he just said that.
nope. I didn't. Just said that.
No, the DM just said that we didn't. This is the first door we came from the entire direction we walked.
Yeah, I know. Let's go south.
You want to walk around the tower more and see if there's another door?
Yeah, just I think we do some recon, check out the area before we just head to the first glowy thing we catch sight of. I mean, the ghost is there. I mean, we could go to the door and try to get past the ghost and the door. But if you want to look a little bit elsewhere first before we go there, maybe just to see if there's other options, is my suggestion.
I don't know. I'm not against it.
Sure.
I mean, if we find out there's no other route, we just go the route we know, right? So.
Fondle.
I'm just gonna sit here and listen.
Well, you're the one that has to make the call.
Yep, you are a fearless leader, as established.
We did vote for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather not fight the ghost, personally.
Because we trust you to take us in any direction you want to.
Yeah, let's not fight that ghost. We can't help it.
Progress on board
I
for fighting
agree.
ghosts. So, Progress wants to fight.
Kirill would rather avoid fighting a ghost, even if that means going south, but he also has faith in Zal's abilities to get us past the ghost if we need to.
What is Zal? I mean, we have 3 people who don't want to fight this ghost. And
I
we have
definitely don't want to fight. Yeah.
I mean, but if we try to sneak past it, we risk the fight, right? So we have to be prepared for the fight, even if we don't want it. If we risk the going past it, so
Bonald, make an insight check as you're hearing these kind of conversations about.
all right. Okay.
Make an insight check.
Getting to it. Where the fuck? Where is it?
it's in,
Oh, I see it. I got it.
Your skills.
I got
It's in
it.
your abilities.
Yeah, it's my abilities. I got it. It was just the 3 eyes were next to each
Ooh,
other.
That was close.
18. So, knowing that, I mean, this is a tower. It's got a big door on it, not too many windows, but it seems larger than any one giant would be. So you imagine sneaking past one ghost doesn't mean that you're probably done with the ghosts.
So I I take this thought process and I say to everyone, look, I'm fine if we go another direction, but we know how big this place is. We're going to run into more of these ghosts. We have a door in front of us that can get us in, or we can run into a ghost 10 feet from us and behind us. We don't know. And we don't know where another door is. So I think we should try to sneak past them, but be prepared to fight. But I'm still, if everyone else wants to go look for another door, I'm still okay with it. But we're going to end up fighting them sooner than later.
I guess my question is, this is the ghost of the giant's lair. Is the ghost on their side, I guess? Like, I don't understand whose side the ghost is on.
If you want to try to talk to it, Ardos, we can when we end up you know. Yep. If we encounter it, if we have to encounter it, you can try to talk to it.
We can speculate.
Because it seems like they're taking over his lair. I'm like, listen, this is...
Well, let's try to sneak past it first, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look at Zal and say, I look at everybody and I just say, what do we do?
Yeah, hey, is this a cost-benefit analysis, Zal? Is this worth the spell, worth your energy for us to go past it?
Oh, yeah.
We got an hour. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like a high-level spell or cantrip or...
This is what I'm here for.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's sneak the shit out this.
Yeah.
Without pass, without a trace, you're fucked.
So are you guys going around? Are you guys going around finding another doorway, or are you going directly ahead?
We're going directly ahead with pass without a trace, and trying to sneak by the ghost giant.
All right.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Tried to get that to everybody, but it didn't work.
The token's a lot.
I did.
I only got it to myself.
Please don't move them.
That.
You're so selfish, dude.
I know. Fuck you guys.
I
I'm out of here.
Fuck you up, peace.
I can't believe.
All it does, so it adds a +10 bonus, so everybody just adds +10 to their.
Oof, that helps a lot.
To their.
I mean, it really does because we have
disadvantage.
Yeah, it's bad.
So everybody, roll a stealth check and add 10.
Oh my god.
And I get with advantage.
Why is that?
Not that. Because I have the key.
That's true.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Well, Braga got a 16, okay?
Yeah,
Wait,
Briar
what?
got a 16
This
because
is
it's
a
a
group
+10.
spell check.
Kirill got 31.
Okay. Got it.
Vondel got
I got a 14.
Oh, you got a
So you
35.
Yeah, you had a net. Yeah, Kirill got
I got
advantage.
35.
So 35. So yeah, you make up for the foibles of your heavily armored individuals,
Thanks, buddy.
and I am going to free up the tokens here.
Now, my question is, can you move us the distance that we're able to sneak on that roll? Because I don't want to go too far.
No, I mean you can go up. What I'm going to do is, where am I at here? Here we go.
This lasts for an hour.
There you go. You guys are free to move.
Okay. So could we say we were able to sneak up to this bush safely?
You guys sneak up to that bush, and you notice the shimmer.
Okay.
That is
I'm behind this bush.
the cloud giant ghost. So you guys are able to sneak up, no problem. So you now see where the cloud giant ghost is. I'm not going to make you roll another stealth check for this one, but the things are now free, so feel free to move them.
I'm happy to do another.
You're probably going to need one about now.
Okay.
So roll another stealth check plus 10.
Okay. How did I get so far behind you fuckers?
Okay, I got 16.
Because I'm fat.
Oof.
Ugh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
We're caught.
32,
Zoinks.
32.
I'm in the back.
Yeah.
So
232s,
Ooh.
27.
Just one
That's rough.
32.
14, 14.
Yeah, don't hurt me. I'm alive.
Yeah, 32,
Argo's dead.
27. Yeah, that's good, but a natural 1.
Yeah, what?
with
Yeah,
the,
no.
His cars rolled a 2 as well.
Damn it, Cars.
He got +2, and he got 14. So
Oh, he's not invisible?
Yeah, I thought he'd just
No,
be
he
invisible.
He came out from invisibility
Oh, okay.
when he came back.
But
So
I'm invincible, right?
no.
I've got dark vision.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
cry.
All I know is that
So
I haven't rolled the worst, so I'm happy.
yeah.
Am
I mean, I made up for my
nope,
nat
never
20
mind.
with
Damn
a,
it.
with a 2.
So with the game afoot, I would say the Cloud Giant Ghost does notice the movement and begins to move in the direction of the motion. You hear this loud moaning, like deep guttural moaning noise, and it spots the nat 1 of Brogger,
No. I mean,
and
Why?
roll an initiative.
Oh, shit.
You wanted to fight, bro. Here you go.
You did.
all right, fine.
You know, I'm gonna say this for
Then
somebody
y'all-
who really wanted to fight. You ran like a bitch.
I was trying
Yeah.
to be stealthy. It didn't work.
Okay.
Wow.
2 20s in a
That's a
row
lot
for
of
our
20s. Yeah, it's more like there's my one.
That's the Vondel.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
Normal.
Vondel we know.
That's the Vondel we know.
I
All
gotta
right.
do
Not
it.
So-
Dice change
20
color
in a
though.
row.
That's for fucking sure.
Dice color.
Carol. You're up.
Okay, so wasn't prepared for this.
All right. All right.
See what
That's better.
spells I've got.
Oh, watch The Simpsons.
How far away am I?
I mean,
Target him. You're probably about 30 feet away.
damn it.
Yep, perfect. All right.
Let's see. I'll target the guy for you. Yeah, you're about 20 feet away. You moving right up on him?
All right, sweet. No, I'm staying right here. No.
Whoa, easy, bro.
You're no. No, I am not.
Okay.
I am going to cast Bane
Okay.
on it. No.
I already targeted it for you.
Yep.
It succeeds.
Damn. All right. Then I'm gonna bardically inspire Brogger as my bonus.
Thanks, bud. Gonna need it.
And
I accidentally hit a button. DM, you might want to fix it.
What did you hit?
Dumbass.
I hit Bane on the Cloud Giant.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks.
All right. And that's it for you? You gonna move?
Yeah, I might move back over here.
Nice.
And yeah, that's it for me.
All right. All right. Next up is Ardos.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess because we're rolling initiative, where there's no opportunity to talk to the Cloud Giant.
If you want to take an action, you can try.
Is it worth it? I mean, we don't know what's going on. Like, I feel like his house isn't exactly in order either. This is place.
Make an insight check.
I feel like he's not really. Let's go.
Three nat 20s in a row. You probably should have saved that for your hits. But
God damn, dude, you better keep that color.
Jesus, yeah.
just black and white, just straight up black and white. So I mean, you look at this thing and you understand enough about the undead that, like, this thing, especially with your interactions with the previous one, they're only focused on, like, what they're not focused on right or wrong. There's no mental capacity there. They're more focused on what they knew in life, and you don't believe that there is no reasoning with this thing. You thought about it, but as you laid eyes on it, it doesn't make sense to try and reason with this thing because there's nothing there to reason with. It is simply a spirit that you don't understand what it's doing. You understand that it is acting in aggression towards you. So,
Okay. So is that my turn? Do I get to blast it?
I gave you say that's your bonus action.
Okay.
This is gonna be your action. Actually, talk to the guy. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'll do it.
Pretty solid.
That probably misses.
That misses. Does indeed.
Okay, so 13 is the thresholdish.
All right. Is that your turn? You moving anywhere? What you doing?
I mean, I'm 40 feet away. I don't think he's gonna. I don't want to get. We don't really know what else is up here, so I'm chilling.
Okay. It is now
Wounded.
Cloud
Wounded.
Giant Ghost's turn. It is going to go towards Brogger.
What? Why? What? I mean, I did nothing wrong.
It was the nat 1.
I
He's the
mean,
only one that he knows.
Outside of the thing that just hit him, but you are
Can
the
we
nat
be
1.
friends?
He hits, and he takes a massive spectral hammer
Yeah.
and raises it above his head.
What you got, bitch?
And misses with a plus 12.
So I get to riposte?
And misses again with another plus 12. 4 and a 7 rolled, and both miss. You
Keep
can
that dice
riposte if you would
color,
like.
DM. I will hit the riposte. When they miss with me, I get to hit them back. So
Actually, excuse me.
yeah.
He's 10 feet away, not 5 feet away.
What are you trying to say, DM?
10 feet away.
Saying he's
within-
got some reach.
Can I?
So
hit
can
from
your
my-
riposte hit 10 feet away?
I don't know. I'm about to see. I thought it could.
No, can your scimitar hit 10 feet away?
Probably.
I don't see distance on here.
See color?
I mean, if I hit him, would it hit? I mean,
You could hit him from
okay.
800 feet away.
I was
You're
gonna
a-
say, I
you're
didn't
a-
know if it took that into consideration. You
That's a
know?
good
No,
question.
it doesn't. It doesn't.
But he's got to be close enough to hit me. Is that
He's a giant and has longer reach than you.
all right? Fine.
So that's
Oh,
the thing.
I
But
did
I'm
forget to
got a
blast him
really
away, but it
Big
wouldn't make any
dick,
difference.
but, yeah.
Yeah, he's got I think 40 feet of movement without rushing.
I was gonna say I was trying to find what it told me as far as
Yeah,
range
40
is
feet
concerned.
without rushing, so he can move 80 feet in a single turn if he was running. So 10 feet wouldn't matter.
I'm glad we all decided to attack.
So
him.
you can save your superiority die if you want.
That's true. All right. Yeah, I don't know where to find that DM on my range, but I think
Oh,
it's like
quick.
5 feet.
It's standard. It's a 5
Yep,
feet
5
attack.
feet.
Like unless you have a like a pole arm or something like that would give you.
I
10
mean, I
feet.
could use my crossbow, I suppose, if it's just a regular attack. It doesn't say that it has to be anything specific. So
You kind of know that a crossbow is not going to work unless it's magical, though, against ghosts. So I mean, you could try, but it's going to.
yeah, that's fair. Okay. Jacob or Brogger Sander, like a moron, takes it, but he laughs at him and kind of puts his thumbs in his ears and go, wiggling the fingers. So
Oh, shit, sorry.
All right.
you see it in
All right. Next up, it's going to be Karj.
Come on, Karj, help us out, bro.
What's on the edge of this? Is this the ledge down to the bottom behind us? Like
It's
two
the
on
It's
end
it.
of the map.
it's just the wall. I don't know what you're talking about, but I mean, it's just the map.
It's not like a cliff.
No,
You know, like because we're on a full.
no, you're not
floating
knocking
mountain.
him off a cliff. No.
Okay.
It's Roland's decision what he does.
He is going to target
Oh, you
Giant
know.
Ghost, not quite knowing what to expect, but he is going to cast Lightning Bolt at it. Let's see, Dex save. Fails.
Card is definitely our wild card here.
The fuck?
God, he rolled so shitty. 24 points of damage against him. But that's with 8d6.
Jeez.
Holy shit.
That was a
You serious?
terrible roll.
Oh my god.
That's a shit ass roll. It's a shit ass roll. 8d6 and he rolls 24. You got 2 1s, 2 2s. You get 3 5s and a 3. But those 1s and 2s. Yeah.
True. It's
Sucks.
exactly 50.
Sucks. Actually, yeah, you're 100% correct. Still a failing grade.
Yep, not wrong.
Bless. So he raises his hand up, and each of his fingers just launch out lightning bolts. Roger, you're up.
Well, since we're definitely fighting this guy, I gotta get a little bit closer. So, gonna move up to within attack range, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the bitch. That's probably gonna hit.
Oh, you got to target him, but that'll hit.
Oh, I didn't. Sorry.
Gosh, learn your
Noob.
fucking things.
Well, I thought I already did.
27 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, let's see. It all
7
worked
points
out.
of damage.
So.
There you go. There you go.
All right, round 2. That's probably gonna hit.
That hits.
How about better than 1? There you
That
go.
is better than 1.
Let me see here. I think that's all I can do. Because I don't think trip attack will work on a fucking ghost. So, yep, I'm done.
All right. Zal, you're up, sir.
Okay. So here we are, finding a cloud giant ghost.
Just a regular day in the neighborhood. So,
Right. I am still trying to maintain my concentration on.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I'm going to send a firebolt towards the old cloud giant. Oh,
Nat
okay.
20.
Okay.
Rolls
Nice.
a damage.
Firebolt, eh? Okay. Hell yeah.
16 points of damage. That's good. Cloud Giant's looking that hit and passed through. It had impact as it passed through, and it kind of choked back. If it was as a ghost, it's kind of like believing that it's still alive, and it's kind of fake breathing. You kind of hear it suck in, try and attempt to suck in air as it takes a pretty heavy hit. So it's looking rough.
And Zal kind of backs up this way, still keeping kind of an aura of sneakiness around some of my party.
Underestimate sneakiness.
Mm-hmm.
Very sneaky, sir. All right. That it for you?
That's it.
Sweet. Vondel, you are up, sir.
Yeah, I really want to attack him, but he's 35 feet away from me and I can't.
you have
You
a
have nothing
spear.
magical you can throw
but
it.
No, I don't have
You
it.
don't have your javelin?
I do, but it's not
Those are
magical.
Well, then what fucking good are you, bro?
Well, it is magical if it can be returned to you, right?
No,
The belt's magical, not the javelin.
correct.
Mm.
So for me,
Put a
I
belt
guess
on him.
I'm going to move my 25 feet as far as I really can go, and just hold my action in case he attacks me.
You're waiting for him to attack you for you to attack?
Yes, I don't have any other choice because I'm too far away.
Okay. I mean, you could have him. I guess that's correct. He's got to get within range. So you're waiting for him to get within range.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to get within range so I can attack him because
Okay.
I can only move 25 feet if I'm not mistaken, or can I move further?
Yeah. No, 25 feet. But just when you're claiming what you're attack for, if he's different from him getting in range and him attacking him.
Yeah.
So
if he comes in range, I want to attack him.
Cool. Awesome. All right, Kirill, you're up, man.
All right, get some ghost.
Get some. Get fucked.
I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery at Casper. Huge Casper over here. Let me go.
Fails.
Yeah.
So what happens with Vicious Mockery?
With
What are you
Vicious
saying?
Mockery, you unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature you can see within range. So, I don't know how you can insult a ghost, but I did. If the target can hear you, it must succeed over its saving throw. Blah 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 blah. This spell's damage and okay, wait. Let's succeed on what's the same throw. 1d4 psychic damage I already rolled. Have disadvantage on the next attack roll before it ends. Before the end of its next turn.
Okay, so if it does reaction or it attacks on its turn. Got it. Okay, cool.
Not something I use very often, but it is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a cantrip. Like whatever. Have that.
Psychic damage is cool.
All right. Is that what you got? Are you moving?
No. I'm happy where I'm at, but may as well dole out some more bardic inspiration while I'm at it. And for some reason, I have it on myself, so let's just call that even. And
okay, appreciate that.
Or actually, can I just transfer that over to Vondel instead? Can you take it off of me?
Sure.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. Ardos is up.
Right. Goose Giant. Sorry, I'm writing down my notes. You're fighting a ghost giant. Okay, so I'm 55 feet away. That is well within range. I'm gonna just go ahead and hit with Eldritch Blast again, I suppose. Be cool to actually hit it with Enlarge Reduce. If I go to reduce it, that would make him tiny or
I think
small.
it's a corporeal thing. It's a ghost.
That's a good question. It's a spell. Doesn't only work on physical things. You can work. Damn. Would I be able to cast Enlarge Reduce on a ghost?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not seeing any reason not to.
Alrighty.
It only lasts for a minute though. Then everyone else. Then it doesn't. Then it goes away. Up to a minute. And there's not really any reason to do that. Nah. Eldritch Blast. That'll do it.
That hits.
Yeah. Alright, I'm blasting him. Well, yeah, I'm blasting him for 10 feet back each time. Give my boy Brogger a little bit more of a reprise. That'll do it. Oh, come on.
Okay.
Yeah, but it gets blasted back 10 feet in the direction each time.
All right. I'm going to do this just because. 55. 65 feet. I'm using the marker between the two of us as the 75 feet. All right. How does that work on gigantic creatures?
There is no limit to the size of the creature that I'm hitting with it. It works on all creatures. That is how it works.
Interesting. Okay.
I can
Or I
move
should
a
say
freaking
huge,
mountain with it.
gigantic. Okay. All right. Is that what you got?
That's what I got.
All right. Now it's the
Sorry,
Cloud Giant's
Vondel.
turn.
I know putting him far away from you doesn't help, but what you gonna do?
He's quite annoyed. He moves up. And he targets you, Karsh, and Brogger.
What?
And he has this sudden, like, you see this ghostly aura around him, kind of like this frosty like aura begin to emanate from him, and especially from his mouth, and he just roars back and just emanates this extremely loud, ear-piercing howl, and it's directly focused on the three of you.
Rude.
Failure, failure, failure. You were all pulled
take...
20 feet closer to the giant.
Wait, fail? Oh,
I mean,
those are...
I was already within 5 before. Is it?
So did the giant get 10 points of healing at the beginning of his turn?
He did indeed.
What a bitch.
Oh, I would like to use my favored by the gods feature. I didn't. I was looking at it. I had it up. I get to roll 2d4s and add that to my roll. What was my roll?
From 6? A damage perspective, or just like
what are you talking about?
Are you talking damage, or are you talking?
If I fail a saving throw or miss with an attack roll, I want to since I failed that Constitution roll. I want to add 2d4 to the total, possibly changing the outcome.
Okay, go for it. It is not. You need a 15. DC 15, so you rolled a 14. So
that wasn't even possible?
What?
Oh, so it wasn't possible for the 2d4s total
no,
to
it
make
absolutely was. You could have rolled like a 4 and a 4 and gotten 17, and that would have beat the DC 15. But you rolled a 5 on a 9 and got 14 instead of 15.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah. So you could have done it. But the damage hits you all for 15 points of damage.
Fine.
So is that considered a normal attack, I guess?
It is one of his spells, yes, one of his actions.
So 15 is what I took?
15 points of damage, yep.
Oh, okay. I'll use the parry then.
Alright, do it to it.
And then basically I do a superiority die and reduce the damage by that amount. Worth it.
6 points of damage back.
Wait, let me make sure.
Is it
plus my dexterity modifier?
What is that?
That +3.
+3, okay.
So -9 then.
There you go. 9 points of damage. Karsh is freaked out by this thing. It was able to suck him in like that.
Do it, Karsh. I mean, Roland.
Let's see. See what he can do. Is this okay? It is. All right. He is going to back up, and he is going to take the attack from the attack of opportunity against him. Hits.
Spectral weapon.
20 points of damage against him.
Nice.
So he
Nice.
backs up, and he casts Ray of Enfeeblement.
Jesus.
Okay. Flexing over there, ain't he?
Fuck this friend. I've never even heard of this spell.
Why can't you stealth, Brogger? Fuck.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Seriously.
I mean, I might have tripped on a rock on purpose. No one will know. No one will know.
It just missed. So it
What
was
didn't?
it did not work. Did not take. He launched
Oh.
a black bolt towards it and did not stay.
Damn.
Was not able to take care. Yep.
The
So he
fuck
is.
good are you, Karj?
Yep. All right. Hey, he took a massive fucking hit for you guys. That's what good he is.
All right. Well,
So the enfeeblement
it's
didn't?
my turn.
Ray of Enfeeblement
from-
is a ranged attack, a ranged spell attack, and it missed, so it didn't take.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's attack, shall we?
I think it just missed. No, it didn't just miss.
That
That hits.
hit. Oh wow. All right, that's pretty
There you
good.
go.
11 points of damage.
I mean, yeah, that's gonna
That
hit.
hits.
Hmm.
9 points of damage.
Well,
That's-
is he giant? Is that right?
He is huge.
Huge. Okay.
Huge.
Huge. Absolutely huge.
Let me take a look here. Okay, can't do anything else.
He's looking pretty rough. He took both swings down on him, and as rough as a ghost could look, he looks pretty bad.
I mean, he already looked kind of rough.
I mean, he's already dead.
You're
But
like
he's
almost
kind of like
dead, bro.
he's kind of like fading in and out of existence. Like he's looking pretty
Lots
Pretty
of
bad.
blinking.
lot of blinking. Yeah, exactly. Type thing. A little bit like The Ring. It's kind of creepy actually. Zal, what you doing?
Damn, Ray of Enfeeblement's fucking awesome.
All right, it hits. 3 points of damage. Take that.
It might be enough. It might be
Suck
enough.
it.
Suck it.
Is it
All
enough?
right. Is that what you got?
That is what I got.
That is what I got. All right,
Continue
Vondel is up.
moving.
Ooh.
Are you moving too?
Oh yeah, just a little bit.
We're two.
Oh, all right.
Ah, gotcha. Done. There you go. All right, Vondel, what you got?
So now that I can finally move in range of him, I am going to get in range and then I'm going to attack him with my battle axe.
Do it. Oh yeah, that'll hit. That's good. So you bring your battle axe down once,
And then I lift up.
cleave through it, and the thing begins to. He's barely there right now. He's holding on to his undeath
very,
by a
very
thread.
tightly. All right,
By
so,
a thread.
so I'm going to attack him again and hopefully hit him.
And misses.
Well,
Misses.
I guess that's all I've got. It's going to hang on by a little nipple.
Carol, what you got, man?
I'm going to move one little bit closer,
Okay.
and I am going to repeat my last attack.
Do it. Finish him.
Finish him. That is a
Damn.
success. So he saves on that one.
Yep. and I will give. Give Artis. Oh shit. Peter's going haywire.
You give him inspiration.
Yeah,
Okay, I can do it for you.
I got it.
Appreciate that.
Okay. Are you moving? Or just staying there? Oh, you already moved a bit. You got a
Yeah, I
little bit
already
more
moved.
movement. Okay.
Yep, yeah, I'm good.
Ardos, you're up.
All right. Oh, oops, I just accidentally turned off the TV. That's okay. I'm still targeting him, so might as well put him down. Hopefully, maybe. That will hit,
That hits.
and that will probably kill him.
And that'll do it.
All
So you
right.
blast him with an Eldritch Blast, and it passes through him, and he just fizzles out completely of existence.
All right. I'm
He's
going
gone.
to immediately use Dark One's Own Blessing. When I reduce a hostile creature to 0 hit points, I gain temporary hit points equal to my Charisma modifier plus my Warlock level, minimum of 1. And so that makes my Charisma modifier is
Charisma's 4 plus
Mm.
6, so 10 points of temporary hit points.
10 points. Hit points. Beautiful.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. How long do temporary hit points last?
A long rest or until they're gone, until something knocks them off you.
Great. Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Those are the first ones to go rather than your main hit points. So those will decrease and then your wounds will start increasing again.
Yeah, I've forgotten about that
Yeah.
every single time until just now.
Look at you, Ardos.
Yeah.
The-
I'm proud.
Let's be honest, that it's all of these things are all buried in very poor user experience on Fantasy Grounds. You have to click on a fucking square that you don't know is the thing. It's like, yeah,
Dude, Fantasy Grounds is made
Fantasy
things
Grounds is great. I
easier
love it,
and-
but it's remembering all of
Yep.
these different things to use. It's
It's almost
Well-
like what if there was this book that a player
What
could
if you just-
use and like
no,
read
no,
it?
no, no. I've never seen this
I don't
thing.
know.
You must be
Just a-
kidding.
I'm just
some of them are
thinking out
important
loud.
and some of them are
It
not.
doesn't
And
exist.
Yeah,
Or
I
you
don't.
could make
I don't know
your
what you're
own
talking about.
notes
About your own
about
character.
your own stuff that
in
you
fact,
do
almost
I
all of them
always
are not.
prefer
in
to
some
read
way that works
everything-
for you. Maybe if
Yeah.
this format doesn't work for you so much.
On that note,
we did it.
you
He's
did
dead.
it.
Yeah.
You win the
Um,
campaign. Congratulations.
All right.
Ghost.
We can open the door now.
Holy shit,
Open
we're
the door
done.
now.
We won.
Yeah, you're
Hell
done.
yeah.
Dragos was the last boss.
Roger
Congratulations.
poops his pants for good old times.
For good
Killed-
old
killed a
good
ghost
measure.
in his own house.
Great.
On that note, we
Holy
are we will call it for the night.
Perfect
That's
timing
fair.
too. Literally
You have-
ended
you
it
have-
right at